नमः। कस्तूरीतिलकं ललाट पटले वक्षस्थले कौस्तुभं नासाग्रे वरमौक्तिकं करतले वेणुकरे कङ्कणम् सर्वाङ्गे हरिचन्दनं सुललितं कण्ठे च मुक्तावली गोपस्त्रीपरिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपालचूडामणि नमः। कमलना भाय नमः। कमलमालिने नमः। कमलपादाय नमस्ते कमलेक्षण यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश प्रहिणोति तस्मै तद्ध्वं देवमात्मा बुद्धिप्रकाशम् मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। बोलिए वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, राधा रानी की जय, श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। आदरणीय पूजनीय पंडित गण, प्रिय सज्जनों, प्रिय भक्त समुदाय, महानुभाव, worship of Pandits, dearest devotees of the Supreme Lord, the Divine Souls. First, let me say Radhe Radhe to each and everyone, and my pranam, my humblest prostrations to all of you here this evening, tonight. Also, those who are viewing us through the medium of social media, Facebook, YouTube, of course, Bhakti TV, etc. Very special Radhe Radhe to each and every one of you, and my pranam, also my humblest salutations. Today, we're in a little very special place called the South Ranch, Mohess Road, Debe, Digiti village. This family recently experienced a loss. We have with us one of the head of the family, Mr. James Suknanan, and he suffered a loss of his Dharampatni a few months ago. The family is, of course, grieving that. So we're here to join with them tonight and to help to relieve some of the grief, to bring some peace in the heart and the mind, some true understanding. This is what is recommended by our scriptures. When Dashrath, King Dashrath, died, the Guru, Vasishtha Muni, called everyone in Ayodhya, all the family especially, put them to sit, and then quoting from all the divine scriptures, read the true identity of the soul, Atma, what takes birth, what dies, etc. in order to bring peace to everyone. And this is a tradition and this is what's recommended. I hope tonight's satsang, the whole family, Mr. James especially, will find some peace in this and some understanding, true knowledge. Before we go further, we'll be doing bhajan, kirtan, as I always do. In the books you have, if you haven't, I'm sure you'll get soon. We may have to share, we may have one for everyone, but same time. Please turn to page 37 when you get the booklets. Page 3737. This bhajan, this divine composition, was written by Jagat Gurutam Sri Kripalu Mahaprabhu, the fifth original Jagat Guru in our history of Bharat, Sanatan Vedic Dharma, and the highest, topmost. This is why he's called Jagat Guru Tam. He's written many books. One of them is Prem Ras Madira, containing 1008 pads, divine composition, containing all the divine pastimes of Sri Radha Krishna, the gopis, the cowherds, and all the philosophy of all the Vedas, all the Puranas, Ramayana, Gita, Mahabharata, etc. So this one pad is stressing to the mind of everyone. Gahore man, O mind, Gahore, O my dear mind, chant, glorify. Sham Charan Sharanai, and take shelter at the lotus feet of Bhagwan Shri Krishna. Sham here means Bhagwan, God, Shri Krishna. Take shelter at the lotus feet of Shri Krishna. Ant samay ko kaam na aye hai, sut pita, sut mat pita, sut bhai. When we leave this world in the last moment, no one can help us. Only what we have done while we are alive will go with us. This is why we have to take shelter at Bhagwan's lotus feet, so he will take care of us. He will take us and give us that peace and happiness. Kaam krodha adalobh moh mad in so kachuna basai. There are so many diseases in the mind, manas rog, kam, krodha, lobh, lust, anger, greed, desire, selfishness, jealousy, so many diseases. And as long as we do not take shelter in Bhagwan, in God, they will give us so much trouble. They'll rob us of all our peace and happiness. Why? Because the mother of all these diseases is Maya. Maya. And Shri Krishna says, only the one who surrenders to me, who takes shelter in me, can become free from Maya. Chapter 7, verse 14, Gita. Yaha jag mrig trishna samadikhat sukhanda valeshan apai. This world is like a mirage. Something seems to be there, is not there. Not the world, what we are looking for in the world. You're driving in a car and the sun is very hot, midday sun. Or you're riding a bicycle or driving, and the flying sand in the midday sun makes a mirage. It looks there's water in front of you, but when you go, there's no water. In the same way, we are looking for happiness in this material world. But there's not even the tiniest drop. Lavalish means tiniest drop of happiness. धन यौवन तन छन भंगुर sab jau kapur urijai. These things make us very proud. Dhan, wealth, yauvan, youth, strong body, beauty, etc. But they're only here for a few moments and then it's gone. And the example given, kapur, camphor. If you leave camphor open in the air, slowly, slowly the camphor will vanish away. In the same way, these things we have it today, and tomorrow is gone. Don't let it bring pride, in other words. You have it, you will be blessed, utilize it in the right way. Don't bring abhiman, pride in you. Because in a moment, it can vanish. Bahuri kripalu nanartanupaya bigari lehu banaye. Jagat Gurutam Kripalu Mahaprabhu is saying, what to say more, O mind? This body we have, this human body, we don't get it again and again. Ye baar baar nahi milti. When we lose it, we don't know when we'll get it again. So while we have it, try to make the best use. In other words, try to attain God, get close to Bhagwan, and become free from Maya. We'll sing this beautiful bhajan. Oh, who's playing? Debe. श्याम चरण शरनाई गहो रे मन श्याम चरण ओ श्याम चरण शरनाई गहो रे मन श्याम चरण शरनाई गहो रे मन अंत समय को काम न आई मात पिता सुत भाई गहो रे मन. See the tal is on, not here the tal. The small side. O श्याम चरण शरनाई गहो रे मन श्याम चरण शरनाई गहो रे मन. काम क्रोध और लोभ मोह मद काम क्रोध लोभ मोह मद इन सो कछु न बसाई गहो रे मन. चरण शरनाई गहो रे मन श्याम चरण शरनाई यह जग मृग तृष्णा सम दिखत, सुख लाभ लेश न पाई गहोरे मन, ओ श्याम चरण शरनाई गहोरे मन,
श्याम चरण शरनाई गहोरे मन,
धन यौवन तन छन भंगुर सब,
धन यौवन तन छन भंगुर सब,
जो कपूर उड़ी जाई गहोरे मन, चरण शरनाई गहोरे मन,
श्याम चरण शरनाई गहोरे मन,
बहुरी कृपालु ननर तनु पाइय, बहु
कृपालु
ओ बिगरी ले हूँ बनाई गहोरे मन, श्याम चरण शरनाई गहोरे मन,
श्याम चरण शरनाई गहोरे मन।
बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय। Two important questions. One, how long are we here in this world for? Do we know that? And two, when we say someone dies, who dies? What dies? In the Ramayana, when that great king Raja Dashrath died, Ram and Lakshman and Sita had been banished to the forest for 14 years. Bharat and Satrughan were visiting Nana, what we call Afghanistan today. Good distance away from Ayodhya. So the message was that go and bring them, tell them to come quickly. Don't tell them why. Jaldi aao. Just they have to come quickly. So they went and brought them back. It took a few days. When Bharat reached to Ayodhya, then the news was given to him that your father, Dashrath, the king Dashrath had died, and Ram was banished to the forest for 14 years. That Ram, that Bharat loved more than his life. And Mother Sita and Lakshman had accompanied him. Hearing this, Bharat became unconsolable. Unconsolable. The Guru Vasishtha came. Seeing Bharat in this condition, the Guru said, Doha.
सुनहु भरत भावी प्रबल बिलखी कहु मुनिनाथ रामा बिलखी कहु मुनिनाथ हानि लाभ जीवन मरण जश अप जश विधि हाथ रामा जश अप जश विधि हाथ सियावर रामचंद्र कर जय शरणम शंकर हरि ओम जय जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम जय
सुनहु भरत भावी प्रबल बिलखी कहु मुनिनाथ. Lord among Rishi Muni, Vasishtha, the Guru, is saying, Bharat, hey Bharat, my son, listen carefully. Destiny, Bhavi, destiny is very powerful. Very powerful. Prabal hai, Prabal. Hani labh, loss, gain. Jivan maran, life, birth, death, yash apajash, fame, dishonor, are all in the hands of destiny. What is this destiny? Does it just fall from the sky? Is it written in some book? Nah. We make destiny. We are the maker of our destiny. It's not written in any book. It's not in the stars. It doesn't fall from the sky. The scriptures tell us, Purva janma kritam karma tad daivimiti kathyate hitopadesh. God gives us free will. Karm karne ka adhikar. The right to perform action. Free will, Bhagwan gives to all of us. He says in the Gita, Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala hetu bhurmate sangostva karmani. Gita, chapter 2, verse 47. Bhagwan says, I give everyone free will. Do whatever you want. Do good, do bad, do mixture. But I don't give you the right to determine the fruit. Bhagavan says he reserves the right to which fruit. If we do good action, we're going to get good fruits. Bad action, we're going to get bad fruits. Automatic. So, the actions we have performed in our past life, Purva Janma, due to the free will that God has given to us, is called Purusharth. That becomes Bhagya, predestination in the next lifetime. Listen carefully. Purusharth. Actions performed out of the free will that God has given to us. Only human beings can do Purusharth. Not even devatas, celestial gods, the actions they perform bears no fruit. Only human beings. That's why everyone is begging and praying for birth in the human form. बड़े भाग्य मानुष तनु पावा सुर दुर्लभ सदग्रंथ निगावा. Bhagwan Shri Ram is saying to the residents of Ayodhya, it is the greatest fortune for the soul to acquire birth in the human form. Even Devta, Sur means Devta, Agni, the god of fire, Vayu, the god of wind, Indra, the king of heaven, the god of rain. This is Devta, those who reside in heaven. They are begging and praying to God to get birth in the human form. We people don't understand how valuable this thing we have, which is called human birth. God himself is saying to the residents of Ayodhya, it is the greatest fortune, Bari Bhagya, for the soul to acquire birth in the human form. So because only in the human form, the action we perform is going to bear fruits. Punye na punya lokam neti pape na papam ubhabhya mev manushya lokam. Ved. The Vedas say, if you do good action, you get good fruits. You do bad actions, you get bad fruits. You go to hell. You do a mixture of good and bad actions, you come back in this material world, in the 8.4 million forms of life. You do neither good nor bad, you attain moksha, liberation. You go beyond the desire for moksha, you attain bhakti, the highest aim. Only human birth. Only human birth. So the actions we perform in the past life, which is called Purusharth, that becomes our destiny, Bhagya, in the next lifetime. The name changes, that's all. The actions I do in this lifetime, out of the free will that God has given to me, in this lifetime it is called Purusharth. That becomes Bhagya, predestination. The name changes, that's all, in the next life. So bear this in mind. When anything happens to us, don't blame anyone. We're very quick to blame somebody. We blame the neighbor, we blame this one, we blame that one, we blame Bhagavan also. No. We are the maker of our destiny. Whatever we want. Look, when we have the power to make God our slave, what can we not do? Bhagavan Shri Krishna himself says to Uddhav, Nirapeksham munim shantam niravairam samadarshanam anubrajamiham nityam puyetang ghire. Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran, 11 Canto, 14 chapter, 16 verse. Shri Krishna says, Uddhav, I run after my fully surrendered devotee, those who completely surrender to me like a slave, so that I may become blessed by the dust of their feet. God becomes a slave to that devotee. Imagine, that Supreme Lord of the uncountable solar system, the entire universe, he becomes a slave to his das, his servant. Whatever we want is in our hands. Don't blame anyone or anything. So everything in this lifetime. So listen to what the scripture says. Ayuh karma cha vittam cha vidya nidhanam eva cha panchaitani siddhyante garbhastasyaiva dehinaha hitopadesh. According to the actions we perform, out of the free will that God has given to us, that determines these 5 things especially. 5 things is fixed and nobody can change that. The scriptures say, Ayu, duration of life, how long we will live for. Karma, what kind of interests we'll have. Whether I want to be a doctor, an engineer, a teacher, a garbage man, a loafer. Whatever I want to become. Interests. With how much wealth will come to me easily because I give dan, charity. How do we get wealth? When we give dan, charity. If you don't give dan, charity, the next lifetime, besides having to go to hell, etc., you'll be born very poor. The punishment for not giving dan, charity, is that when we get this human birth again, we'll be born very poor. Dariddhata. Vidya, how much knowledge will come easily. Nidhanamevacha, the moment we'll die and how we will die is determined the moment the child is conceived in the womb of the mother, and nobody can change that. Naraji. Doha. Naraji is saying to Himalaya. In the Ramayana, Naraji says to Himalaya, the same thing he's saying.
कहा मुनीस हिमवंत सुनो जो विधि लिखा लीला हो रामा जो विधि लिखा लीला देव दनुज नर नाग मुनि को न मेट निहार हो रामा को न मेट निहार सियावर रामचंद्र कर जय शरणम शंकर हरिओम जय जय सिया राम जय जय सिया राम
जय जय सिया राम.
Narji is saying to Himalaya, the father of Parvati, listen Himalaya, whatever Brahma has written in the destiny of an individual. Who writes our destiny? Brahma, the creator, the one with the forehead, Brahma. He writes our destiny. Where does he write it? On the forehead. Jo vidhi, vidhi means Brahma. Jo vidhi likha lilar, lalat, lilad, bhala likitam. These are the words you will find in the scriptures. Everywhere. You won't find hand, feet, or book, you'll say lalar, lilal, lalat, bhal, likhitam. And where does he get it from? The actions we perform in the past life. He writes our destiny according to that. And whatever Brahma has written there, Deva Danuja Naranagamuni, no Devata, no celestial God, no Rakshas, Danuj, no human being, Nar, no Nag, no Rishi, Muni, nobody can change that. No one. No Devata, no one. Somebody say they can change it, then they're better than Bhagavan. People do say that. Don't worry, I can do something, I'll change everything for you. Just give me so much money. Itna paisa, give me this amount of money, I'll change everything. I can fix anything for you, man. And we foolish people believe. If he can change everything, then why doesn't he get the lotto number for you or for himself? He doesn't have to look for money anymore. We don't understand. That's already fixed. The moment we'll die, how we will die, everything. And this is all due to our action. The actions we do in the human birth only in the human birth. But the next question, who dies, what takes birth, is important to understand. First to begin, who am I? What am I? Am I this thing we call a body? Am I this thing? Tusidasi says in the Ramayana,
क्षिति जल पावक गगन समीरा पंच रचित अधम शरीरा जय राम श्री Adhama Sarira. This body we have is very dirty. I think in the 8.4 million forms of life, the dirty body, dirtiest body you can think about, this human body. Most times some animals, etc. die, they can make use of that body. People eat it, they can create clothes, shoes, etc. Human body, there are 9 holes, now shade, and from all of them nothing but dirtiness, gandagi comes. Ye adhama sarira is made of 5 things. This dirty body is made of 5 things. Kshiti, earth; jal, water; pavak, fire; gagan, space; samira, wind. Earth, water, fire, air, and space. It's a material. This thing is a material body. It is non-conscious. When the soul comes in the body, we can do so much. We can fight, we can quarrel, we can eat, we can run. We can see, we can speak, everything. We can do so much things. But when the soul leaves the body is still there. Hand, feet, mouth, nose, eyes, ears, everything is there. Can we do anything? No. Because that which is given consciousness to this body is gone. If I am the body, then this body should still be able to do something. That alone proves I am not the body. This body belongs to me. Like I would say, this is my harmonium. This is my harmonium. I never say I am the harmonium. Do I? Then you will say, Swamiji gone, bhaiya. Pagal, crack. He is now harmonium. In the same way, this body belongs to me. My body is paining me, my head is hurting. So just as I will never say I am the harmonium, I should not say I am the body. This body belongs to me, it is very valuable, but I am not the body. It's non-conscious. Enough. The word Jeev, who I am, that thing which is called a Jeev, has 2 meanings. Jeev, one meaning of Jeev, that which itself is conscious, Chetan, and when it goes into something, it makes that conscious also. So soul is conscious. When it comes in the body, it becomes conscious. And when it leaves, the consciousness goes. But did the soul take birth? We celebrate birthday. In a few days, I heard they're celebrating somebody's birthday, one Swamiji, one Bhaiya. Does he take birth? Does he die? Bhagavan Krishna says, Na jayate mriyate va kadachin nayam bhutva bhavitavana bhuyah ajo nityah shashvatoyam purano nahanyate hanyamane sharire. Chapter 2, verse 20, Gita. Shri Krishna says, the Jivatma, the individual soul, that's who we are. That's the real I that we talk about. This is only a house. Shri Krishna says the soul, the Jivatma, never takes birth, nor does it die, nor having come into existence does it cease to be, because it is unborn, eternal, and most ancient. It is not destroyed even when the body is destroyed. Nahanyate hanyamane sharire. This is said many places. Vedas. Gyagyav dvavaja vishanisha vaja hyeka bhokti bhogyat yukta anantaschatma vishwarupo hyakarta tayam yada vindate brahma me tat. Shvetashvatara Upanishad chapter 1 verse 9. This Ved mantra said, just as God is unborn, eternal, beginningless, unborn, in the same way the Jivatma, the individual soul, is unborn, eternal, beginningless, never had a beginning, can never have an end. Dva suparuna sayuja sakhaya samanam briksham parikasva jate tayuranyaha pipalam swadatta nashna nanyu abhichakashiti. Shvetashvatara Upanishad chapter 4 verse 6. The exact translation is given in Bhagavad Mahapuran. Suparnavetau sadrishau sakhayau yadicchayatau kitanidau cha vrikshe ekastayo khadati pippalan manyo niranno pibalena bhuyan. Bhagavad Mahapuran, 11th canto, 11th chapter, 6th verse. Shri Krishna is saying to Uddhav, exact translation. The gist of that Ved mantra as well as this verse from Bhagavad is that both God and the Jivatma, both are sitting in our heart. You don't have to look for Bhagwan anywhere. Bhagwan is sitting here. Bhagwan is sitting in our heart. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hriddeshe runatishtati. Chapter 18 verse 61, Gita. Shri Krishna says, God is sitting in the heart of every living being. Along with Bhagwan, we Jivatma, is sitting together. Both are unborn, eternal, beginningless. Look, let's suppose that someone shoots someone with a gun and kills them. Someone takes a long sword and takes somebody's neck off. You take the body to the Smashan Ghat, the cremation ground, and you light it afire. Have you destroyed that person? What did you kill, destroy? Bhagavan Krishna says in Gita, Nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, na chainam kledayantyapu, na shoshayati marutaha, achedyo yamadahyo hya, makledyo shosha evacha, nityaha sarvgrastharo chaloyam sanatanaha. Chapter 2 verse 23 and 24 Gita. Nainam chindanti shastrani. No shastra, no weapon can cut the soul. Who we are. No weapon can cut us. Nadahati pavakaha. No fire can burn the soul, Atma. You can burn body, not the soul, Atma. Na apaha. Apaha, water cannot wet it.
nor can it be dried by the wind. Marut. It is the same forever. Nitya means it is the same forever. Sanatan cannot be destroyed. In the Ramayana also, Bhagwan Shri Ram says, Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Ram.
Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
Bolo Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Bolo Ram. आकर 4,84 योनि भ्रमत यह जीव अविनाशी बोलो राम
Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Ram, Siya Ram, Jai Jai Ram.
यह जीव अविनाशी Bhagwan Shri Ram, just as Shri Krishna is saying to Arjun in Gita, just as Bhagwan Shri Krishna is saying to Uddhav in Bhagavad Mahapuran, everywhere, Ved everywhere. Shri Ram is saying to the residents of Ayodhya, the Jivatma, the individual soul, is indestructible, avinashi, eternal, beginningless. But it keeps rotating, Brahmat. It keeps rotating in 8.4 million forms of life. Close. Shri Krishna says in Gita about this. Vasansi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grihnati naroparani tatha sharirani vihaya jirna nanyani sayati navani dehi. Okay, we'll hear what he said. First, let's do a bhajan. We'll do a bhajan first. Page 25. I hope you can see in the book, bhajan book. Bhajan number 38. Let's all join and sing. There's nothing as purifying as the name of Bhagwan. Nothing which gives so much happiness and peace as the name of Bhagwan. Why? Because Bhagwan, God, is sitting in the name. Naam namakari bahudha nij sarva shaktis. God has uncountable name. And He's so merciful. He's taken all His power and put in the name. He's sitting in the name. And that's why we have to chant the name of Bhagwan. This is the only thing will give us peace, happiness, will take away all our sorrows and give us everlasting peace and happiness. Radhe Radhe Govinda Bhajo Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe
Govinda Bhajo Radhe Radhe Govinda.
Oh Radhe Radhe Govinda Bhajo Radhe Radhe Govinda
Radhe Radhe Govinda Bhajo Radhe Radhe Govinda.
जो सदगन चित घन सुख खंदा राधे राधे गोविंदा
Radhe
दो चकोर है, दो है चंदा, राधे राधे गोविंदा। ओ भज मन युगल, भज मन युगल चरण अरविंदा, राधे राधे गोविंदा। ओ राधे राधे गोविंदा भज, राधे राधे गोविंदा।
राधे राधे गोविंदा भज, राधे राधे गोविंदा।
भजु भजु बेर न करु मति मंदा, राधे राधे गोविंदा भज। ओ युगल चरण को बनहु मिलिंदा, राधे राधे गोविंदा। ओ राधे राधे गोविंदा भज, राधे राधे गोविंदा। राधे
राधे गोविंदा भज, राधे राधे गोविंदा।
तजु छल छंदा भजुमति मंदा, राधे राधे गोविंदा। तजु
छल छंदा भजमति मंदा, राधे राधे गोविंदा।
ओ हरि गुरु मानु एक मति मंदा, राधे राधे गोविंदा। ओ राधे राधे गोविंदा भज, राधे राधे गोविंदा। राधे
राधे गोविंदा भज, राधे राधे गोविंदा।
तेरी गति मति रति मति मंदा, राधे राधे गोविंदा।
तेरी गति मति रति मति मंदा, राधे राधे गोविंदा।
ओ रास करत दो, रास करत दो सखी सखी वृंदा, रास करत दो संग सखी वृंदा। राधे राधे गोविंदा। रास
करत दो संग सखी वृंदा, राधे राधे गोविंदा।
ओ राधे राधे गोविंदा भज, राधे राधे गोविंदा। राधे
राधे गोविंदा भज, राधे राधे गोविंदा।
आत्मा की आत्मा मति मंदा, राधे राधे गोविंदा।
आत्मा की आत्मा मति मंदा, राधे राधे गोविंदा।
जो कृपालु है अतिमति मंदा, राधे राधे गोविंदा।
कृपालु है अतिमति मंदा, राधे
Radhe Radhe Govinda bhaj Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe
राधे गोविंदा भज राधे राधे गोविंदा
O Radhe Radhe Govinda bhaj Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe
राधे गोविंदा भज राधे राधे गोविंदा
O Radhe Radhe Govinda bhaj Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe Radhe
भज राधे राधे गोविंदा
Radhe Radhe Govinda bhaj Radhe Radhe Govinda Radhe Radhe
गोविंदा भज राधे राधे गोविंदा
बोले राधा कृष्ण भगवान की जय. So, what happens after the soul, after it leaves the body? Sri Krishna says, Vasansi jivnani yatha vihaya navani grihnati naroparani तथा शरीरानि विहाय जीर्णा नन्यानि सयाति नवानि देहि. Just as a person takes out clothes that he has worn or she has worn and discards it, I don't like this shirt anymore, I don't like this pant anymore, this dress, this sari, discard it, and we put on others that are new, naye kapre. In the same way, Sri Krishna is saying to Arjun, the Jivatma, the individual soul, discards bodies that has worn and takes on new one. Naye. Does anybody feel sad to wear new clothes? We love to wear new clothes, fashion. So we shouldn't be sad, it's just new clothes. How much new clothes we have? Somebody is able to shop a lot. So how much you have? 20 dresses, 50 dresses, 100 dresses, 200? Bas, that's all. How many clothes the Jivatma, the individual soul, change? How much clothes we change? We mean in the soul? 8.4 million. Akar chari lakh chaurasi. Chaurasi lakh. 8.4 million. By our action, determined by our action. If someone is a devotee, has devoted their life to Bhagavan, completely surrendered to Bhagavan, then you will go to Bhagavan. Then you have to put on no more clothes. You get divine clothes. Divine clothes at that time. You go to divine abode of Bhagavan forever. So, we should not think, if we need, this knowledge is very important. Jatasu dhruvo mityam dhruvam janma mitasya cha. Chapter 2, verse 16, Gita. Chapter 2, verse 27, sorry. Na satu vijate bhavo na bhavo vijate satah ubhayorapi drishtontas tvanayos tattvadarshibhi. Chapter 2, verse 16, Gita. Sri Krishna says, the unreal can never exist, and the real can never become non-existent. The wise, the ones of true knowledge, they know this. Therefore, the wise one neither grieves nor rejoices at the birth or death of anyone. Because he knows there's no birth of the soul, there's no death of the soul. What takes birth? This thing. That which takes birth must die, that which die must take birth. Which birth we want to get in a next lifetime? We determine that. Our action. What we do while we are alive. If I do good action, I get good fruits. I can go to heaven. I can attain human birth again. I can go to Bhagwan. If I do bhakti, we have that freedom. Only human beings. Yad gichecha bhavitum tadik bhavati purushaha. Mahabharata. The scripture says, it's in our hands whether we want to go up or we want to go down. Upar jao ya niche. We can go higher, go to Bhagwan, or we can go into lower forms of life. All our action. Katum mayoyam purusha tasmat katum kurvit. Ved. The Vedas say, only human beings have been given the right to do purusharth. No other form of life have this right. That the action we perform will bear fruit. Dog, lion, donkey, elephant, even Devata, celestial God, being, cannot do purusharth. Their actions do not bear fruit. They are called bhoga yoni. They are only enjoying the fruits of the past action. When it's finished, then they move on to another form of life. Maybe human birth. So what we do in the human body while we are alive, did we devote some time to Bhagavan? Or we just spend it enjoying the senses? What did we do? Human birth is so valuable, meaning there's a reason. That only in this we can do bhakti. Dog cannot do bhakti, cow cannot do bhakti, bird cannot do bhakti, even devatas cannot do bhakti. Only human beings. The thing which is so dear to Sri Krishna. The dearest thing. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyani jimam namaskuru. Sri Krishna says, attach your heart to me, your mind to me. Become my devotee. Madbhakto. Worship me. Bow to me again and again. See me in every particle of the world. Bow to me again and again. You will certainly come to me, Arjun. Because you are very dear to me, I am giving this secret to you. This highest secret. Paramam Priya. You're extremely dear to me. So, because we identify with the physical body, we don't have the knowledge that I am the soul, the Atma. So we get attached to the body. And so we think someone has died. And because of that attachment, we feel pain, suffering. But if we have the knowledge that I am not the body, I am the soul, the Atma, that person who left is not the body that I put in the cremation, that I buried in the ground. The soul is gone to a better place because the soul was a very good person. They did very good actions. Then where's the reason for sorrows? It's important we understand that. This teaching, look, जाओ परलोक यहाँ सुख चाहू सुनी मम बचन हृदय दृढ़ गाहू. What do we want? We want happiness. Everybody wants peace, happiness, comfort. You call it a different name. Ultimately, we all want only one thing, happiness, sukh, anand. So Bhagwan Sri Ram is saying to the residents of Ayodhya, if you want to be happy here, yahan, and after you leave here also, paralok, then listen to my word very carefully. Deep in your heart, Hridaya dirha gahu, Sarala sukhad yah marag bhai, Mori bhakti Puran shruti gai. The path, the thing that will give us happiness here and after we leave here also. We're not going to suffer. And it's very easy. Saral hai, saral. Means easy. There's no tapasya, there's no fasting. You don't have to go in a mountain in some cave. Very easy. Saral hai. That path is called bhakti. Mori bhakti. The Lord is saying, the path of loving me, God, which all the Vedas and all the scriptures glorify. Bhakti karo. You want to find happiness? Do bhakti. Love God. Bhakti doesn't mean puja. Bhakti doesn't mean havan. Bhakti means attaching our heart, our mind to God. Prem, bhakti. You can do all of that. If it helps you to get closer to Bhagavan, it's fine. If by doing puja, it helps me to go close to Bhagavan, that is bhakti. Doing havan is going to help me to feel close to Bhagavan, that is bhakti. Doing pranayam makes me feel close to Bhagavan, that's bhakti. Anything which helps you to feel close to Bhagavan. Yena kena prakarena. The scripture says, however, whatever takes you closer to Bhagavan, we have different sanskars, interests, which comes from the past life by the actions we have performed. Everybody is different. In one home, you have 5 children. Let's suppose a parent has 5 children. Nowadays, they don't have much children. 1, 2, that's it. But supposing you have 5, long ago 18, 20. Five kids. Everybody's interest is different. One say, I don't like pumpkin. One say, I don't want aloo. One say, I don't want this. I want only bhindi, okra. I want only fries. Now the mother is going to make 5 pot. No, I am cooking pumpkin, everybody sit and eat. Same parent, same blood. We think it's the blood, it's the genes. No. That's nothing to do with anything. The parent, the genes, the blood has nothing to do with anything. We come with sanskars, mental tendencies stored in the mind from the past life. It's called sanskars. The actions, that same purusharth in the past life. that forms the sanskars, the mental tendencies in our mind, and it keeps changing all the time. But we created that. And that's how our likes and dislikes come. Interests. What are we going to be interested in? One person becomes a thief. One becomes a cricketer. One becomes an engineer. One becomes a doctor. Same family, same blood, same genes. In the home of a saint, Rakshas is born. Paulasya Muni, Ravan, Kumbhakaran. And in the home of a Rakshas, saint is born. Hiranyakashipu, Prahlad, that great bhakt. What did it have to do with blood or parent? Huh? Nothing. Our action, that cannot be changed. We can change it. That sanskars, normally nature, what that thing which is called nature, swabhav. Everybody has a nature, swabhav. It's almost impossible to change. But if someone surrenders to a true saint, rasik saint, a true guru, true saint, one who's attained God, and practices bhakti, only bhakti, that person can change the sanskars. They can change their nature. So powerful a thing called bhakti, but only bhakti. People don't believe that. I know him, I know what he did, I know what he was. How could he change like this, just like that? This is why I was reading a verse recently from Gita. Shri Krishna said in chapter 9, Duruchara. Somebody can be the vilest, the most wicked person, the greatest sinner, but he is practicing bhakti. He is resolved in the right way. Shri Krishna says that person should be looked upon and like a saint, saintly, as he has taken the right resolution. He is resolved in the right way, because bhakti has the power to change him. We have example in our scriptures. Valmiki. What was Valmiki? Highway robber. He used to kill people and steal everything from them. Highway robber. Once the Sapta Rishis, the 7 Rishis came. Valmiki tried to rob them also. Babaji. Babaji has nothing. Among them was Naraji. All Naraji has is tambura, one-string instrument. Give up, hands up. That time no gun, but bow and arrow or sword. So Naraji said, Bhaiya, look, we have nothing. All I have is this tambura. You can have it if you want. Why are you doing all these wrong things? Valmiki said, look, this is my dharma. You have your dharma, I have my dharma. So who are you doing this for? To support my family. This is my dharma. I'm taking care of my family. So Naraji said, okay, Baba, I want to ask you a question. You're taking care of them, so you're doing all this. Will they help you to partake of the sin, the punishment for this? They have to, yes. I am doing it for them. Okay. I want you to do something. We'll stay here. We will run away. We give you our word. We are sage and saints. We are babas. Go and ask all of them, those people you're taking care of, if anybody will help you. So Valmiki went. First he went to his parents. Mommy, Papa, I'm doing all this wrong thing. I rob people. I kill them to help you, so that you can live. Will you help me to partake of the sin I have accrued from that? No, beta. You're our son, that's your duty. That's your duty. Okay. Valmiki went to his wife, Patni ke paas. My love and dear, my darling, you know I'm a robber, highway robber. I kill people, I steal, I have accrued so much sin which I will go to hell for. Would you help me to take some of that? No, my darling. You're my husband, this is your duty. Okay. Valmiki went to the children. Pappu, Mama, my dear children, you know your papa, your father is a highway robber. He's killing people, stealing, robbing. He's accrued so much sin for which he will go to hell, suffer. Would you help him? For your sake, I am doing this. Would you help him to partake of the sin, the punishment? No, Papa, that's your duty. You're our Papa. Suddenly something happened to Valmiki. Valmiki went back the same place. The Saptarishi was still there. He fell at the feet of Naraji, Rishi Narad, and started begging. He says, "Oh, divine saint, please become my guru. Make me your chela. What you say is true. I have realized is the truth. Please become my guru. I beg you." Naraji said, "Okay. I'm going to give you a mantra. I want you to repeat this mantra. Say Ram, Ram." Valmiki was such a sinner. His heart was so dirty, he could not say Ram. Imagine, he could not say, find anybody in this world, no matter what language they speak, English, French, Spanish, Italian, German, Hindi, Sanskrit, and they are not dumb, gunga nahi, and they cannot say Rama. Find any such person, you can't. Valmiki was such a great sinner, his heart wouldn't allow him to say Ram. Guruji said, "No problem. You know how to kill, you're highway robber, you know Mara, kill. So keep saying Mara. How long? Until I come back. Don't stop." Valmiki never questioned. "Guruji, how long you going to take? Suppose I want to go toilet, washroom." No. As the Guru said, he sat down and Mara, 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 until ants build a nest over him, eat him out completely. That's how he got the name Valmik. Guru came, sprinkled water, Valmiki came out whole. Brahma Samana, he became Bhagavan. Guru gave him everything. When you meet the true Guru and you follow his instruction, he will give you everything. But Valmiki wrote the whole Ramayana before Ram even came. That's the power of bhakti. No question, whatever the saint, the true Guru told him, he followed 100%. Never questioned. Guru will do everything. The right Guru, true Guru. So, this human body is extremely valuable, but we're not the body, we are the soul, Atma, and the soul is indestructible. But as long as we have this human form, we should try to make the best use of it. We should do bhakti, do everything which will help us to get closer to Bhagavan. There's much more. I'll do a bhajan first. Just a little bhajan again. Page 18 in the book. बरसाने वाली राधे, भोरी भारी प्यारी राधे, बरसाने वाली। Everybody sing loudly and clap also. ओ बरसाने वाली राधे, भोरी भारी प्यारी राधे,
बरसाने वाली राधे, भोली भाली प्यारी राधे,
सुकुमारी प्यारी राधे, वारी वारी प्यारी राधे,
कुमारी प्यारी राधे, वारी वारी प्यारी राधे,
ओ नथवारी प्यारी राधे, प्यारी 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 राधे,
नटवारी प्यारी राधे, प्यारी 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 राधे,
ओ प्यारी 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 राधे,
प्यारी 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 राधे,
ओ बरसाने वाली राधे, भोरी भारी प्यारी राधे,
बरसाने वाली राधे, भोली भाली प्यारी राधे,
पिय प्यारी प्यारी राधे, बलिहारी प्यारी राधे,
प्यारी प्यारी राधे, बलिहारी प्यारी राधे,
ओ बलिहारी प्यारी राधे,
बलिहारी प्यारी राधे,
ओ पिय प्यारी प्यारी राधे, बलिहारी प्यारी राधे,
प्यारी प्यारी राधे, बलिहारी प्यारी राधे,
ओ बरसाने वाली राधे, भोरी भारी प्यारी राधे,
बरसाने वाली राधे, भोली भाली प्यारी राधे,
प्यारे ते प्यारी राधे, प्राणों ते प्यारी राधे,
प्यारे ते प्यारी राधे, प्राणों ते प्यारी राधे,
ओ बनवारी वारी राधे, वयनारी वारी राधे,
बनवारी वारी राधे,
राधे,
नारी वारी राधे,
ओ ब्रजनारी वारी राधे, ब्रज,
नारी वारी राधे,
ओ ब्रजनारी वारी राधे,
नारी वारी राधे,
बरसाने वाली राधे, भोरी भारी प्यारी राधे,
बरसाने वाली राधे, भोली भाली प्यारी राधे,
अति ही कृपालु राधे, अति ही कृपालु राधे, मन में बसाले राधे,
अति कृपालु राधे, मन में बसाले राधे,
ओ मन में बसाले राधे,
मन में बसाले राधे,
ओ मन में बसाले राधे, अति ही कृपालु राधे मन में बसा ले राधे बरसाने वाली राधे भोरी भारी प्यारी राधे बरसाने वाली राधे भोरी भारी प्यारी राधे बोले बरसाने वाली राधा रानी की. And so devotees, I'll bring an end to the discourse here tonight. Some other time we'll hear much more. I want to thank you for being so attentive. So we'll complete the lecture here tonight. बोले वृंदावन बिहारी लाल की जय, राधा रानी की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की जय. जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे, जय जय श्री राधे.